The initial release of the Instagram integrated app Threads garnered a ton of initial excitement. We're talking about in the first 12 hours, they were able to amass 20 million users, and that number continues to grow. They even reached over 100 million users faster than any other app has had, faster than ChatGPT. So there was a ton of momentum behind the Threads app, and it came out at the optimal time, considering that at the time they came out within a day or two, Elon Musk or Twitter have made some changes to their API, which caused TweetDeck, which is a very popular app for Twitter, to go down. What they did was limit the amount of tweets that a user could see in a day. And upon that, the next day or so, Threads launched its app and tons of momentum was there, and a lot of people were signing on to the app to see what it was about. But to quote the great Lee Corso, not so fast. It seems as if some of that steam, that momentum has died off. Threads traffic dips after initial surge in interest. This is an article out of PC Mag. We are going to get into this article and see what has happened to the Threads app. But before we do, if you are new to this channel and enjoy this type of content, please do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and hit that like button as well. All right, let's dive into this article. So again, this is out of PC Mag. Meta's Thread app was quick to attract over 100 million signups within the first days of launch, but that explosive growth appears to have leveled off. Traffic to Threads app for Android users has been on a downward trend, according to SimilarWeb. The internet analytics provider recorded 49.3 million users accessing the app on July 7th, a day after Threads' initial launch. But by July 10th, daily active users or DAUs fell to 36.6 million. Additionally, the average amount of time Thread users in the US spent on the app dropped from about 20 minutes on July 6th to just over 8 minutes on July 10th. The company told PC Mag. The same decrease in time spent occurred for users on a global basis. So here you can have this chart here. It shows here on July 5th, you had 6 million signups with an average total usage time per user of 538. Then July 6th, it went up to 41 million, 837. July 7th, 49 million. And then it started to taper off, as you see here, July 10th, 36 million. And then 263 average total time. So that's drop off was quite significant in the amount of time that people were actually using the apps. Let's continue with this article. Sensor Tower, another company that tracks app usage, also reports that the traffic to Threads appears to be waning. The company told CNBC that the number of daily active users to Twitter's rival was down about 20% from Saturday. Time spent also had decreased by 50%. So people are dropping off after that initial buzz, that initial excitement. The findings suggest users were willing to sign up and check out Threads, but are less interested in sticking around. And I think that's pretty much the normal case for users. If there's something new, there's something that's buzzy, that's something that's hot right now, or something that's trendy, a lot of people try to log on, get an account, sign up to it, and then after a few days, a few hours of usage, it's usually lacking in the amount of features or amount of content that they're used to. So they tend to jump off and then maybe check it out later. So this is what I would expect from what's happening to Threads, and we can see that it is happening. The findings, that's not a great sign, but Instagram head Adam Mosseri is well aware of the challenges. So humbled by everyone signing up, but we got to make sure that this is an app people wanted to keep using before we were worried about making money, he wrote last week. On the flip side, the failing traffic stands to benefit Twitter, which company owner Elon Musk has been overhauling to focus on free speech. Yes. In contrast, Threads is trying to build a public forum, but without the negativity of hard news and politics. Meta is also preparing a number of new features that could help drive interest into the app, including an edit button and a desktop mode. Threads is currently only available on Android and iOS apps, and the web version works in read-only mode. So again, yeah, so those are some initial features or lacking, some initial stuff that will hold it back compared to Twitter. As Twitter, you can use it on pretty much any platform. So being able to only use it on the mobile app and then on the web is only read only, it's kind of a hindrance right now. So they will, it seems here like they will try to fix that. So we shall see. let's dive over to this other article. This is out of Slash here. Threads and engagement reported stumbles after impressive start. So this has a couple things I want to jump over. So again, it talks about 500 fastest app to clock 100 million users, achieving the milestone within a week of its launch. Again, it dropped off. Dropped by 20% within 5 days. Some of the web, a reliable web traffic analyst platform told CNBC has a number of daily active users on Threads, when it's a 25% decline between its peak on July 7th and July 10th. The decline in daily active users count is not unprecedented. Following the launch, multiple analysts predicted the explosive growth would halt soon. Yes, that's primarily because the healthy number of users signing up are eager to get a taste of what Threads offer. Converting those early adopters into long-term users won't be easy, even though Instagram is a one-click port to Threads for its nearly 2 billion strong global audience. Then there's the question of features. There aren't many that could distinguish it from Twitter at a functionality meaningful scale. Yeah, right now, basically, Threads is nothing but a Twitter clone at this point. I mean, it actually looks like Thread, looks like Twitter, operates like Twitter. Basically, it is just a clone right now. So they have to do some more work to try to differentiate some of those differences between the two. Let's go down here. Right now, Threads looks like a Twitter clone from a UI perspective, and it's missing a healthy bunch of fundamental features. Some of those fundamental features are a chronological feed. So basically, you know how you want to just see how your tweets or your threads have came in a chronological order. This doesn't have it at this point, which is a big feature that they should have had at launch. Such as following feed. So again, that's another an edit button. Well, Twitter doesn't have an edit button right now. I mean, you do if you want to pay for the subscription and pay a monthly fee, so you can get an edit button. But to the normal user who doesn't pay for that, you don't get an edit button. There are other social media platforms out there that do have an edit button. Gab, I know, is one. Minds is another. I am on both of those. So if you are on Gab and Minds, look me up as well at Sounds Nerdy. And granular search capabilities. But a couple of crucial factors still could tilt the scale in Threads' favor. The app is currently unavailable in EU, and the company is blocking VPN users from signing up. That's a large audience waiting to hop on the Threads bandwagon. Second, Threads will become part of the Fediverse in the near future. That means it will allow users to communicate with people on Mastodon and any other social pocket built atop the ActivityPub protocol in a decentralized social universe. So yeah, so that is a huge feature. So remember when Mastodon, the craze, everybody was jumping over to Mastodon when it first came out. So if it's built on the Fediverse, again, it will allow you to communicate with those people. So that is a nice feature for Threads to have. And also that it is in Instagram. So you don't have to have a totally new account. You just have your Instagram account and then just create a thread. So that is a couple of features that are in the positive for Threads. But right now, the excitement has faded off again, which I expect, but it doesn't mean that it's over with. But just right now, they can't compete with Twitter. I think Twitter right now has well over 200 million daily active users, and right now we're looking at about 30 to 40 daily active users for Threads. So a long way to go from it being the Twitter killer or the threat to Twitter that a lot of people, a lot of articles that came out were saying that it was. So right now, Twitter, in terms of these type of apps, Twitter is still the number one app to jump on if you're looking for that social media fix. We're not talking about Facebook. Facebook is a little bit different. They have billions of daily active users. That's in another stratosphere. But Threads is just a little bit of dip. But I don't think it's dead. I think it will bounce back once they release some features and it starts to mature a little bit. So it is your turn, guys. Let me know what are your thoughts are about Threads. Have you been using Threads? Let me know what the user experience is like. Do you think Threads has a chance to be a threat to Twitter? Do you think it has a chance to dethrone Twitter? Let me know down in the comment section. I would love to know what your thoughts are. Thank you for taking time out to watch this video. Again, if you enjoy this type of content and are new to this channel, please do me a huge favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Also, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, if you want to stay up to date with the latest tech news, head over to soundsnerdy.com, where I curate and aggregate tech news from around the web and bring it to you to soundsnerdy.com, and I cover Apple, Samsung, Google, Android, computing, and even more general tech news all available at the website sounds30.com. And until the next video, guys, stay nerdy.